Well, hello and welcome to Threads Podcast, Life Unfiltered. We are on a mission to rid the world of Facebook fake, Instagram ickies, Twitter takes, and TikTok time wasters, or whatever Megan said.
I don't know what she said.
I don't really like that one, but we'll go with it.
Oh, she's gonna kill you.
Whatever. I have some beef with her based on the last episode. Anyways, we provide a space for unfiltered dialogue about faith, mental health, and uncomfortable conversations. Jason Gerald, it's good to be back.
It is good to be back. The episode says 196, but that's okay.
197, 196, 198.
Yeah.
So which also means that I guess I changed it from the 1-2 previous. So
Yeah,
it wasn't all your notes.
No.
So Jason, it is Halloween, or actually it was Halloween yesterday.
Yep.
So I figured we'd do a new segment called Top 5, our top 5 favorite of any any category. But because it's Halloween, or just was Halloween, what are your top 5 best candy bars? I think we'll go back and forth. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So this is going to be for November. It's going to be top 5 for the icebreaker.
Top 5. I know.
I love it. I love how we're changing every month. And then Natalie can stop bitching about the hip hop at the end. I got to change.
Yeah, you're going to have to change it to, well, actually.
Country?
I'll actually tell you in a different segment. I almost ruined another segment.
Oh, don't do it.
Anyways, Jason, what is your 5th favorite candy bar?
Bit o' honey.
Bit o' honey.
Do you even know what that is?
It's like those little pieces, but is it even a candy bar?
Yeah, it comes in a candy bar too.
Ooh.
Newsflash. I've never eaten it in a candy bar, but I actually Googled the top 25 candy bars and just went through the list until I found the top 5 that I liked. So it wasn't 5th on the list of their list,
yeah,
but that's 5th of mine.
So now with honey, I can see it in a small piece, but do you think a whole candy bar, do you think it'd be too much?
It's funny you say that. There's a story up at the cabin maybe about a decade ago. There's an Amish general store, but they basically buy all this candy and then they break it down into containers and resell it. And we think it's like this special thing. And we call it the bulk food store. That's where we go.
Okay.
And they do have a lot of spices, kind of rare spices that it would cost a lot more at like Meijer. But anyways, I got a thing about this big. I mean, for audio listeners, I don't know. There's probably 40 of them in there. I ate myself sick at the cabin. Like I almost threw up. So you ask any of my family about a bit of honey throw up and they will start laughing immediately.
So did you actually throw up or almost?
I didn't. It was damn close. I was so uncomfortable. I was moaning. It was rough.
So here's a question way off topic, but we're good. You want to throw up soon? Me,
I don't know. I shouldn't.
Yeah, but it's so horrible when you actually do throw up. So I will hold it for weeks. So instead of puking.
Weeks.
I mean, like feeling bad for days.
So it's funny that not the last time I drank because I was hungover. There was a moment just the last weekend, but the last time I ended up making myself throw up because it was random. I felt fine. All of a sudden I got nauseous. I just went in there and it went whoop out. And I was fine.
And then you were done.
I done sweating, went right back to bed.
See,
but normally I fight it tooth and nail.
Yeah, I'm one who fights it and then ends up being really bad, and then it ends up coming out my nose. And
all right, number 5 for you.
Hershey candy bar, just a straight old Hershey is top 5. It's a basic,
of course,
chocolate.
Look where you grew up.
Look where I grew up. So number 4 for you, Jason.
A Payday candy bar.
Ooh, Payday has peanuts.
So yeah,
okay,
and it's salty and it's so freaking good.
Okay,
have you ever had one?
I have. I'm not a big fan of nuts in my candy bars.
Yeah.
Of any kind. So
yeah,
it's not mine, but I can see that. My number 4 is the Crunch candy bar. It's like Hershey, but with a little added.
The Crunch candy bar.
Yeah, it's just in a blue package.
You mean Nestle's Crunch?
Yeah, Nestle Crunch.
Oh, well, say what it is.
Sorry.
I thought it was a Hershey thing.
No, sorry, I just put Crunch, but it's just a normal candy bar with a little bit extra surprise.
Okay.
So that's my number 4. What's your number 3?
Snickers. And again, peanuts.
Peanuts.
I love me some peanuts.
So whenever Jason gets crabby, we should offer him a Snickers bar.
Yeah, or a Payday.
But the whole commercial was Snickers. Like people are hangry, so they give them the Snickers.
Yeah.
My number 3 is a 3 Musketeers.
Oh, those are trash.
No, they aren't.
They're airy. There's nothing
That's
to
the
them.
best part. It's nice and airy.
It's almost as bad as a Milky Way. Those nasty.
Actually, Milky Way it's not on here, but Milky Way could have been on here.
Ugh.
But like, it's better than anything with nuts in it.
No, nuts make the world go round.
Nah, cookies and candy bars. I do not like any nuts in them. Okay, number 2. What's your number 2?
Twix.
Mine too.
Oh, yes.
I have Twix as number 2.
Love me a Twix.
One of my favorite things to steal from Cam's candy bag is Twix.
They go so fast though.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There's not a lot of meat. Like a full size Snickers. There's a lot of chocolate and
peanuts
big.
and all that. Yep.
Yeah, but Twix, it's like 10 seconds.
Okay.
Gone.
Do you like left Twix or right Twix more?
That's the stupidest ad campaign they've ever done.
No, there is a difference.
There is not.
Left is better.
No, it's not.
Left is better.
Yeah.
I'm only saying that because I'm left-handed, but left Twix. And you're
left-handed?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I did not know
We're
that.
not even friends anymore. Friendship over.
Okay, number 1's going to be controversial.
Okay.
It's Reese's. Yours too?
Mine too. But
it's not a candy bar.
But it is counted as a candy bar.
It is, but Reese's is number 1.
Reese's peanut butter cup. Now, here's the thing. I can't actually have them anymore because of peanut butter, and it may make my hives worse. So I stay with
peanut butter.
I know. So, but a Reese's peanut butter cup, and then what really makes it is the time you get it perfectly off from the wrapper.
Yeah,
not any bit of it sticks.
You got to have it chilled. It's
Yep.
a game changer.
Yeah.
Not frozen.
Yeah,
chilled.
Okay, yep, I can do that. So, anyways, I can't have those anymore. So Twix is really my number 1, but
Okay.
Reese's peanut butter cup was my favorite.
I could go back and forth. You know, Sully does not like peanut butter. I don't think he's my kid. Like,
but now kids can't even bring it to school though now.
Yeah.
So maybe he didn't have as much of it growing up.
He's weird though. He'll eat it randomly sometimes, but he will not eat any peanut butter candy. Like,
okay, so now with peanut butter, are you crunchy or smooth?
Smooth.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I thought maybe with all the you're a big fan of nuts that you would want that. I know I said that in a way that makes you laugh.
Eat nuts.
So, anyways, that is our top 5 candy bars. We'd love to hear what your top 5 candy bars are as well. I'll say maybe we should ask that in our Facebook group this week. Maybe I should actually ask that.
Yeah,
we should do a poll.
Do some work.
I should actually do some work this week.
My number 1 candy, though, it's not a candy bar, is Milk Duds.
Okay.
I will eat the shit out of those. I will eat myself sick. If my daughter gives me Milk Duds, I will sit down here and eat the whole package, and then feel sick.
So mine would actually be I would mix 2 very similar candies, and one has my name in it. Any guess?
Mike and Ike's?
Mike and Ike's mixed with those fire hot ones.
Oh, hot tamales?
Yeah. So you
Really?
just mix those in because they're the same shape. And then it adds a little spice with a little sweet.
Interesting.
I know.
They're made by the same company.
I know.
So.
They're probably made right off the same line and everything.
Okay, last food thing, because I'm fasting now, and this is driving me nuts. Do you like peanuts and candy corn?
No.
Do you like candy corn?
Yeah.
Have you ever had candy corn in a Diet Mountain Dew?
No, but that sounds good.
It's really good.
Do you have any of it?
I don't have any candy corn, but I do have Diet Mountain Dew.
I know, but you don't have any candy corn from your kids or anything.
I didn't really look, but it's so damn good.
Okay.
No, I've rated my kids, but I didn't look specifically for candy corn. All right. Our sponsor for Threads podcast at Irvine's. I will be going there Friday with my wife's car. I decided to get the cheap one over first. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid EV. Call them at 532-6600 or schedule on a line like I did. And I didn't even need a desktop. I did it right on my phone. It was super simple.
So that means you don't have to talk to anybody.
I didn't have to talk to anybody, and they sent it back and they booked my appointment. I have not spoken to a soul yet, which is my favorite.
Yes, it is.
Megan always tries to call me, Megan Deneff, and I never pick it up. Call me. You can call me too if you have my number. Irvine's, they are located in, well, I guess technically Grand Rapids, but off 44th Street, right near 131. Please go in there. I'm excited to see their new place.
Ooh, yeah, it looks really nice.
Maybe I can get a coffee. Oh, I'll be fasting. Well, I can get back black coffee.
You could get coffee and also watch the Threads ad.
Yeah, maybe I can get some t-shirts. That seems like everyone has a t-shirt but me, and we're like fucking fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, 532-6600 or irvines.com. Please schedule your damn service and say Threads Podcast sent you. Our Patreons, Joe P, Kate K, Lisa K, Megan D, Adam S. I think it's November 1st. People may have canceled. I don't even know.
No one better cancel.
I didn't even look.
They better not cancel.
There may have been some people that said peace out, but
I think maybe you should check that to make sure no one canceled.
Because I don't want to look.
We will chastise them.
I don't want to look. You get a freebie mention on the show like they really care, but we appreciate you guys so much. Hope you're enjoying the live stream.
Okay, so we're going to do tying up some loose threads because I have some loose threads due to the last show that you and Megan did. Are you ready?
I am damn ready.
Therapy pusher. So apparently I hurt your feelings by calling you a therapy pusher.
No, so that's been said before, even with Ben. So
Okay.
it's been a long running thread that thank you.
I see what you did there.
Thank you. That I've done that. Like it was more I peer pressure people in the therapy, which actually I feel is more endearing than therapy pusher.
Okay, explain that one to me.
I don't know, because it feels like it's a joke. Because like therapy pusher, I don't know, like peer pressure as an adult doesn't seem as real as it is as a kid. So when you're saying peer pressure somebody in therapy, it's kind of like tongue in cheek.
Okay.
But pusher, it didn't hurt my feelings, but it was kind of like, it sounds like I'm being like a dick about it.
Oh, see, and to me, like I just line those things up with you peer pressure, you push people into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I could see where therapy pusher maybe has a little bit more of a negative connotation.
Because do you want to talk to somebody that is like that? And then we did explain it, obviously, in the last episode that it's good to relate, and I had good success. And blah,
yeah.
blah, blah. But even if you were like, oh, Mike's coming to the party. Damn, he is a therapy pusher. I don't want to talk to him. That just seems like that.
Versus Mike's coming, he peer pressures people into therapy.
Yeah, see, when you say it like that, it's
Could
like,
be. Yeah.
He's kind of,
yeah.
I don't know. It's semantics. The last couple of weeks I've noticed with Megan and I've been really like focusing on words and like things that maybe she said or I say, and it's like, oh man, that could be taken in so many different ways.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's a complete side note.
And then race day clarification. So I was listening to that and I was like, so this is Megan Margaret. I got to call you out on that. So it was like Mike was stressed, kind of like you were in the beginning. But I was never the one that yelled at any of the women or shouted for them. I was like, I was, of course, stressed, but I was not.
As far as you, when you were around me, yes. I don't know when you and Natalie were together, if anything happened.
I mean, other than that old guy who was trying to park and my door was open, except it wasn't crossing the line, in a sliding door. And I said, I will be happy for him running his first 5K later.
I agree with...
Which was just me. I'll be just honest.
I do agree with you a little bit. Now that I think about that, though, how bad would it have been if you just stepped out of the way and let him park?
Well, I mean, it was. I was stepped out of the way so he
you
could
weren't
park.
Standing next to your door?
No, I ended up moving out of the way because I was standing there first. I was like, okay, I will get out of the way. But
so that's the polite thing.
Yeah, my van door was still open, but it wasn't crossed the line.
So he was fussy about the door.
Oh yeah.
Open? Okay, he's an idiot. Then.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he was running his first race.
I don't give a shit.
At 70 years, I am now feel maybe a little bit more like, okay, he's 70 years old. He's stressed. The parking was crazy. We actually never got a form to send any feedback or anything.
Not yet.
Well, you'll never get it. It'll only come to me, and then I'll have to forward it to you.
Yeah. So I was under the impression that you were still standing there. If you weren't even there and he was having trouble. Speaking of forms, I sent a form in for the Mount Baldy, and they sent an email back, and they're like, "This is where we struggled. Sounds like this is what we're going to prove." I was like,
"Wow!"
I was really impressed.
Okay. So, anyways, those were the two loose ends. I was like, I was stressed, but I was not an ass that day. At least when I was around you and farther. I mean, other than that guy who I was just a little bit annoyed with, I was like, yeah, of course I was stressed because it was stressful.
Natalie is online in the Telegram group. Do you want me to bring her in?
Yeah, you should at least ask her.
I mean, I'll bring her in.
Sweet, bring her in all the way.
Hold on, let me copy the link. Because I said that she could watch it. Here you go, Natalie. You click on that link, you can come in and you can give your interpretation of race day. Mike's looking a little red, so
I'm good.
I hope to God you're watching it right now. And if you do jump in like 10 minutes, we'll circle back.
We'll circle back.
Stories of the week.
Wait. No, this is not how we start stories of the week.
Oh shit! Hold on, I forgot. Hold on. I got to get my own music because I swear this screwed up the audio last time.
Oh no.
Did you listen to the episode with Megan yet? The whole thing?
I've listened to most of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Stories of the week. Ever. Stories of the week. Stories of the week. Mike.
My first story.
No, you're supposed to rap.
Oh.
Why do I gotta be the one that raps every time? Hold on.
Because I'm as white as it comes.
Hold on.
Stories of the week. See, this is why I don't
You're
rap.
too fast. Anyways, first before you jump into breaking news.
What's the breaking news?
Hi, Natalie.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, Natalie live. I can't even see her. Wait. You set the link in the Telegram though. I can see it.
No, you can't. Well, you can click on it, but your audio is probably going to mess up. Okay, so to recap, we were talking about
Let's recap
that I had issues and I yelled at everybody and I was basically the entire jerk for the entire race and but I want to know what happened before the race. Is there any
here's the thing. It's not that it was the worst, most stressful event ever. The thing that Megan and I were talking about is that you guys, you're in your game and you're ready and you're getting all amped and you're stressed, and then you go run this race, and then the next time we see you, it's great, but then you just leave this cloud of anxiety and untied threads that then we have to sit with, and the next time we see you, it's all great. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean that's a long time to think about that last interaction, and you're supposed to be like there rooting us on, and then like I was a dick, and then
I wasn't even offended by your dickness, actually.
I'm glad you're not offended by my dickness.
Yeah, it's not offensive to me. That wasn't offensive to me, and
No.
nothing. I wasn't really offended. We were just laughing that, okay, we'll just sit here and work through our anxieties. It's fine. Don't worry about us.
So what did you actually say to each other while you were waiting for us? Did you?
Ooh. We talked about how the stress could be sponsored, or the race could be sponsored by like Xanax.
Oh, it should. I think maybe before you race, they should get everyone a Xanax or everybody who watches.
Have you ever had one of those?
Nope.
You don't want to
Well,
run.
and how we were talking about how when you guys did finally go on Threads and talk about it, you talk about, yeah, it was so great and it was a little stressful, but and then we did this race, and Megan and I are both like, yeah, and after you guys ran, we had to deconstruct and decompress from all of that parking and pre-race jitters.
Did you hear me ask Megan, like, what could I have done better? Obviously, when I yelled back, that was just, I had a weak moment. But like she mentioned, going to the porta potties, like, how do you want us? Like, I asked for some steps and some clarification of what I can do better, and she didn't really have an answer for me. Do you?
No, that's her face.
Like she
how
was
can
like,
you go to the bathroom better?
Well, no,
I'm confused what your question is.
Did she say it in the episode? Like, It was like, I said, well, you stay here. We're going to go to the porta potties. Yes. I'm like, what do you want me to say? Like,
oh, I don't.
You may not have a problem with that. I'm just saying that was something that she brought.
I didn't have a problem with that. That's
okay. So, I mean, here's the thing.
But I support my friend.
So here's the thing about races. They're stressful for everyone. Jason and I just get to go run off all that
Correct.
stress.
Yeah.
So as Jason said,
we just have to be really happy the next time we see you as we cheer you on, thinking like, yay, you cause us anxiety all morning. Run. Okay. This is great.
So here's my pushback. I don't know if it was us causing anxiety, or I think the race situation causes everybody anxiety.
Oh, 100%.
So I would push back that it's not necessarily us. It's we're all feeling the stress because it's chaotic, and we just get to go run off the stress. But that's just what I would say. You have a different opinion. I can see it in your face.
I mean, it was a stressful. We're stressed because you guys were stressed. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
We're feeding off of the energy that you guys were
See, that's the thing,
Still
though, like, I didn't feel an issue until I realized I had to run 17 blocks to the start. That was when I,
17 blocks.
I might be
Drama.
exaggerating.
You're about to run a race. Consider it a warm-up.
I know. No,
Oh,
it was
well,
fine.
Jason and I were warmed up,
Yeah,
and then it
no,
was like, but
I felt okay up until that point.
yeah,
But anyways, well, thank you for clarifying that. Thank you for being available to pop on. I was like, I think she
Oh,
might.
yeah.
if you check the iMessage group chat, I said I was ready and willing to correct all incorrectness.
Oh,
Look at your phones.
I didn't look.
I'm ready.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on, and I'm sad that I didn't win that art piece, but we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Well, if you can make a donation and then you can buy another piece.
Wait. So I have to donate to
Yeah.
Stores of
Doesn't
Hope,
it sound
and
like,
then
I think it sounds like a great idea.
so I have to double donate.
You don't have to. It'd
So
be
wait,
out of the
I
goodness
could
of
have
your
got that
heart.
picture for like 115. So I got to donate 115 and then another 115.
I think it sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, I drove the price up.
You did.
You did early.
You did.
I heard.
Well, yeah, we left at like 8,
And
we
then
left like an hour. So would you have done this? And then we'll move on. I was gonna ask you to bid up one more level. Would that have been weird for you to do that for me?
No, I would have done that. My phone got buried.
Yeah, I know. I figured. Well, I was gonna ask you before I left. I was gonna pull you aside.
Right.
I'm like, that seems ethically a little wonky.
should have done it.
Damn it! Shit.
Yeah, I would have done that for you. I mean, I should have done it anyway.
Yeah.
And then told you
But I
won.
didn't. Yeah, but I didn't want.
That's what I
would've
should have done.
I would have put a level on, like one more tier up. Like it would have been, I think it was 15, so it would have been 130. I'm like, don't go any higher than that.
Would have capped you at like 500.
Hey, did that big one go?
Yeah,
It did?
Everything sold.
Wow. That's amazing. Awesome. All right. Well, I appreciate you, and it was nice seeing your face. I'll talk to you later.
Bye. Happy threading.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oops. There.
That was fun.
All these things that supposedly were all so big.
Yeah. I don't know. The jury's still out for me. I don't know. I felt I was completely fine up until that point.
So here's my thing that I now even more. So we're being told that they're feeding off our stress. I think we're all feeding off race is stressful.
Yeah.
Every race is inherently stressful because everything goes wrong at some point. Like parking went terribly wrong.
Yep.
And then no one knows where the starting line is. So that I think everyone's feeding off the race stress and not just us. But anyways.
You did hear me this will be the end of this, or at least for this point. I am looking for feedback how I can be better.
Yeah. And there was none.
Yeah.
From both of them.
Yeah. Maybe it'll come later.
Boom.
So all right. Now stories of the week. First of all, I'm glad you're back. Your voice sounds normal. I did miss recording with you. Now my phone's blowing up from the ladies.
Oh no.
I don't know why I didn't get it right away, but I appreciate that you're back. Why don't you go first?
Yeah. So COVID. We're gonna go COVID. So not this past Friday, but the Friday before. We're going to a fire at a friend's house, and my nose itched a little bit. But I have seasonal allergies. Yeah.
And it's warm this fall.
They're
still kind of popping.
Oh, yeah, there's a ton popping. I was like, okay, that's not a big deal. We went there. We had the bonfire. We burned a couple chairs and pallets. It was an amazing fire. The environment is much worse. You're welcome, world. So we ended up getting home maybe 10:30, and I was just tired. I was like, Natalie, I think I'm gonna go to bed early. I'm gonna do that, and I get into bed. And I just start shaking.
Ooh.
I was like, this isn't good.
This is not good.
So then I slept all night and all day, and all of a sudden my sinuses were really like it was pressure, and I was like, well, this must be a sinus infection. I've had it, but I'm supposed to preach tomorrow. Let me just make sure I don't have COVID. And the double line came
like right away, probably.
Right away. It was within the first 5 minutes. It wasn't very bright, but it was within the first 5 minutes. I had to text my friend who's the pastor and be like, hey, sorry, I can't preach because I have COVID. And so, but it didn't go away.
Yeah, you had a long bout with it.
Yeah, it wasn't until that next Friday that I finally felt like I could do stuff for more than an hour without like just completely need a nap. And I was still sounding terrible on last Thursday when you and Megan recorded, but I was like, holy moly, it just kept lasting. And then I ended up going to the U of M game which we'll talk about maybe more a little bit later. But it took forever to walk like to the stadium because I was like, my heart rate popped up. I was like, this is so stupid. I just ran a half, the Grand Rapids half a couple weeks ago, and now I can barely walk to a stadium.
Yeah, that's why Mother Nature's like, trick or treat, mother.
I
effer.
know.
I'll do whatever I want to you. I don't care how fit you are.
You were kind of fit. Now you can barely walk.
Yeah.
So have fun with that. So anyways, that was my COVID experience. It was my first time in 2.5 years. I made it so long, and then
yeah, it's so weird. I don't know anyone that gets COVID now, and then like you got it.
I finally get it. I know, and here's the thing: I don't know anyone who I was exposed to, and before that, I'd been exposed. I think it was because I ran the half. They say your immune system drops after running that.
So how many days after the half? It was a full week, right?
Well, no, it was from Sunday to Friday when I finally.
Oh, I bet you picked it up at the half.
Could have been the half
100%.
or other people throughout the week in your immune system.
Yeah, but how much did you you don't really, I mean.
No, I mean, there was Wednesday I was out. Tuesday I was out with people.
Oh, okay.
Thursday I was out too. So
3, never mind.
Yeah, so there are 3 days, different groups of people. But again, no one was actively sick, but who knows? Anyways, I finally succumbed to the COVID. I am not the strongest person in the world.
That's okay.
So, Jason, what is one of your stories of the week?
Couple of things about the art auction that was fun.
Bougie.
It was a little bougie. I would have liked dessert.
Ooh.
Instead of fancy hors d'oeuvres. I would say if I would throw a fundraiser, this is just fat Jason talking. I would have food trucks with elephant ears and freaking corn dogs and like let's get crazy.
But like, do you think that'd be like a fancy art auction though, or would that kind of change the game?
I just don't like fancy stuff.
Oh, okay.
I love art. I love it. Like I don't have a lot of it, but when I see people what they can create, they did with their own hands. Like, okay, I can see it online. I don't know you.
Yeah.
But some dude or lady like that lives near me freaking did this. Like this is insane.
Yeah.
Like I get really attached to that stuff. But I'm not like bougie. Like I don't know. I don't like a super fancy vibe. I would have been I would have not fasted if I would have saw elephant ears. I did not eat any food. I quick drank a beer because I wanted a beer.
Oh,
I did not eat any food because I wanted to fast.
Because I remember Natalie telling me that you drank. I was like, well, that breaks the fast.
No, I went a little longer, but
okay.
No, I hadn't started fasting, but it was fun. I did not win. I did have an interaction with your mother.
Yes, talk about this.
It's not as juicy as you thought because
come on, Janet K.
When I first met her, I had said, Avery tells it the best. I was like, oh, and Natalie was like, oh, this is Jason, Mike's podcast partner. I'm like, oh, hi. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry about the potty mouth. And then she kind of stares me down a little bit. She goes, yeah, my son won't talk that way, or I hope my son doesn't talk that like. And maybe that's the way she jokes, but I was like, and I just walked away. So I was like, wow, this is a weird interaction.
Yeah, that's a weird interaction.
She hates my guts. So, maybe an hour later, I was sitting down with Avery near the bar. We were just chilling on some couches because, like, we had already seen a bunch of times. And we already had bid 100 on that piece.
Okay.
And then we're like, I don't want to stay till 9. I'm like, I want to go. And she came back around, and then she was super sweet and like connected with me. And we chatted for, I don't know, maybe 90 seconds. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe she doesn't hate my guts. So I don't know. That's not as juicy as I was hoping. But
it's not very juicy.
No, but
was it more juicy last week, and then you just have toned it down?
Well, I think her coming back, and then we kind of connected a little bit. I was like, okay, she doesn't hate me.
I mean, she might still hate you.
True, but I hope not. I'm really a nice person.
So there was a verse on her fridge that, as a kid, that she would have put up because of you. If
oh no, do I want to hear this?
Yeah.
What was the verse?
The verse is good company or bad company corrupts good character. And that is what
that's bullshit.
She always had that verse up on our fridge. And so that would have been for Jason Gerald.
I'm pissed again. Just because I swear.
But again, she's not a swearer. She thinks swearing is one of the worst things you can do. So
what?
I mean, there's a whole group of people that do. Like, swearing is the thing.
Well, I don't walk into freaking Meijer and say F off you at mother effer. Like I'm just...
Never. You've never done that?
No,
You've never sworn at Meyer.
No, I've sworn in Meyer, but it's not like I'm randomly just like, F you, buddy, eat a D, have Merry effing Christmas.
Okay, here's the question. Have you ever sworn at somebody who wasn't family in Meyer?
100%.
Okay. So,
well, I mean, I have lost my cool. I mean, there's had been a time I lost my cool. It's only like if I lose my cool.
Yeah.
Like if somebody's like have been on a line.
Well, for a while, like stores were your thing, weren't they? Like that just triggered you.
Oh yeah. I dropped WTFs quite a bit.
Yeah.
And my Avery and Megan hate me for this, but I'm loud and I'd say it out loud.
You are
She's
loud.
Like, shh. Anyways. So you went to the Michigan game?
I went to the
even though you were sick.
No, I was
you were clear of contagiousness, but you shouldn't have gone. Dude.
Oh, it was so worth it though. To watch U of M beat up on Sparty. They beat up on them.
Boring.
No, they dominated them, and I got to see Sparty cry tears of green because they were hopeful. They thought somehow their team was going to pull out a miracle.
Wasn't it like the first half though? It was really close.
It was close, but again, you never felt like Sparty was ever in control.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful. And then after the game, a bunch of Spartan players decided they were going to assault U of M players, and apparently that's gonna be a lot of fun. So, anyways. Sparty fans, your team is horrible.
Yeah,
you should never root for them.
You would have to pay me to go to one of those.
Really?
Pay me. Not only pay for my ticket, my gas, and my food,
and then give you extra money.
You would have to give me extra money.
Is it because of the number of people or because of what it is?
No, it's not what it is. I mean, yeah, I've been to. It's probably because it's just you cram in there. There's so many people. Like you got to sit there. I mean, the bathroom line's long. Like,
but now you're one who goes to concerts. What's different? Is it because you love music more?
No, concerts I think are a little different because I don't know what it is.
See, to me, it's worse to go to a concert. I'd rather go to a football game than a concert.
God, no. Yeah, it just seems like I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'll have to think about that more. You're right. I do go to concerts and I don't mind going to Griffin's games. I don't know. It just feels like it's lower key.
Yeah.
And you're going to a concert, everyone's there for the same reason.
True. There's not conflict.
No. I mean, you get a drunk
but it's not like you have fans from like different bands who are there cheering for their own band.
Yeah. But anyways,
that'd be a cool concept. Band
that
off
would be interesting,
and like AC/DC versus whoever, and like there'd be
whoever means he doesn't know another band that old.
Metallica,
not that old, but they are old.
They're of the same generation.
And then let's see. I started my job for Little Debbie. Well, I don't know if it's a for sure thing yet. But my lower back was sore.
Oh no! Was there a lot of bending over and picking up boxes?
Yeah,
that why?
And they weren't super heavy, but I mean, it was just the fact that I don't normally pick up stuff off the ground.
True.
So I'm like, lift with your legs, Jason, not with your back. I had to put a freaking heating pad on.
Ooh.
And pop some ibuprofen. I mean, it's fine today. But I don't know. It might be something that I'll fill in. I definitely enjoyed the time with the owner. He's a really nice guy. We had a lot of conversations.
And so you just pack up trucks and
we
trailers?
we packed up one full trailer and then we did 2 Myers.
Okay.
And then apparently he's hooked up with this guy that's selling on Amazon. Like it's almost his biggest client.
So here's a question. It's a dumb question.
It's not a dumb question.
Is Little Debbie made here in Grand Rapids area?
It is not. It is actually their corporate office is in Tennessee.
But then it's shipped to this person who then distributes it.
Yeah, he's one of 4,400 distributors in the United States.
So, like, are there more in Grand Rapids than him?
What? Yeah, there's a partner across the street that does a different zone.
This is so
and he's got 8 routes.
This is so strange to me.
Yeah, and it's pretty good money.
Wow.
It's pretty good money.
Who knew? No, I saw. Yeah, okay.
So that was fun. I did not get any Little Debbie treats,
but
I did get some random bags of large chips from Meyer because one of the stops we did, he's like, hey, there's some extra boxes. Here you go.
Oh.
So he threw them in the trailer. And when I left, he's like, here, grab a couple bag of chips.
There you go. You have some extra chips. But soon, Little Debbie treats, maybe.
Oof.
Or is it not?
Be careful. I don't know. I don't know what happens. I did not see a lot of scrap around there.
Well, probably. I mean, there's probably not a ton of margin after you're trying to distribute and you're a middleman and all that.
Yeah. When you guys see me ask me about Little Debbie. I got the whole story. Their Seventh-day Advents. They shut down on
Saturday or
Friday night till Sunday morning. In fact, when Hostess went out of business, everyone was trying to get a hold of them. and say, what are you going to do? Now you're the biggest food snack manufacturer, and no one would pick up their phone. They don't do it.
That's awesome.
It is, you sign a contract if you work for Little Debbie. Now, not as a distributor, but if you work for Little Debbie corporate, your computer doesn't go on. You do not answer the phone. You do zero work. And if you do, it violates your contract.
Well, that sounds like an amazing company just in general.
Yeah, they give so much money away. They're down to earth. You would never tell they're multimillionaires.
Well, and also, and I think whether it is Saturday or another day, to force your employees to actually take a day off,
yeah, it's 24 hours,
is actually maybe something that most companies should start doing. Like literally force them. Like you can't, because again, most places you're kind of expected just to check your email and make sure, like, if anything big, it sounds like they are the complete opposite. So that's awesome.
Yeah. So one more thing with you, a little Halloween, Halloween.
A little Halloween. So here's the thing. So Cam is almost 14 years old, and he still has dad come along, but his friends are younger. So I think I might be able to get in a year or two more out because his street friends are younger. But Cam went around. He got 10 pounds of candy this year.
Did you weigh it?
Yeah, we weigh it. I mean, so we're moving. So I will scout the houses that have lights on in this, and him and his friends would just run from door to door for 2 hours. Now towards the end, they're not running as much, but in that first hour, they're running. And it is amazing.
You're like their spotter.
I am their spotter. I end up walking ahead. I'm like, okay, there's 2 houses on that side of the road. And then if you come over here, there's 3, and they just move. And it is an amazing time.
Do you enjoy it?
I enjoy it. It's my favorite time of year. So again, as a parent, I'm like, man, this might be one of the last ever, because again, pretty soon he's like, Dad, like, yeah, don't.
I mean, you guys have a good connection point around Halloween, so I can see him like, hey, I want to go to my friends, and you can be like, yeah, do your friends want to come with us, and we can kind of do the thing. I think it'll go longer than.
I mean, another advantage is his friends on the street. Again, they're a year or two younger.
Okay.
So I think I bought a couple of years of that, and first year of his friends going, and they're like, we got like 9 pounds of candy. This is awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm glad I can see the joy. I hate everything about Halloween. I passed out candy, and we had like 30 kids. So I'm going full candy bars next year.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Nolte, my son, he's like, if you do that, you can never go back. I'm like, I know.
And also, like, you'll get more than 30 because people will start texting each other.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're on a main drag here, but yeah, I bet it was 30 kids.
Really, because for us, we actually ran out of candy. Natalie had to shut the light down in the first hour.
Oh my gosh.
She had a big bowl, but groups just kept coming. Like, this was the most people I've ever seen out.
And your neighborhood is like ours, but I would say your neighborhood's tighter.
Yeah.
Your houses are closer together, so you can get a lot of kids through there.
You get a lot of kids through. Again, not every house hands out candy, but there are a lot of kids that, and again, it was the perfect weather.
Yeah.
What was it, like 60?
It was really nice.
It was 60. It was sunny, like, for the first hour before the sun went down. It was like the day. It was the most kids I've ever seen.
Yeah. And last, I had my physical today. My arm's really sore. I got 2 shots today.
Ooh,
funny story.
Which shots did you get?
Tetanus and flu shot. So I probably got a tetanus shot. You are hearing breaking news. I've never told anyone this. Well, my wife knows. It's probably been 20 years since I got a tetanus shot, because I hate shots. But like, now that I've gotten the COVID shot and getting the flu every year, I'm not so scared. 2 years ago at the physical, my doctor goes, I don't see a tetanus shot on there. I'm like, oh, I definitely got it about 8 years ago. And he's like, okay, next time you come, we're going to give the shot. I'm like, yep, write it down. So then I didn't have a physical last year. I don't know why I didn't do it. Maybe it's COVID. Maybe, who knows? I didn't do it. So this year, I'm like, okay, trick or treat, it's coming. And so I thought the gal's like, yeah, I don't have a record of your tetanus shot. And she's like, do you remember you got one? I was like, okay, here, Jason, here's your opportunity. You can lie again, or you can just man up. And I was like, it's probably been the last 10 years, but probably closer to 10. And she goes, do you want it today? I go, yes.
Oh, good job.
And then she's like, do you want a flu shot today? I'm like, yes. And the flu shot hurt worse than the tetanus. Now, my arm is really sore right now.
Okay.
Really sore from the tetanus. But I got it done, Michael.
Good job.
I'm good for a decade.
You're good for a decade. Okay, so somebody who works outside, that is a dangerous gamble that you have made with tetanus.
I know. My wife bitches at me every year. She's like, during shop week, you cut yourself like 10 times. And you got, like, even yesterday, I have a couple of cuts from cardboard working with Mike with little Debbie. And she's like, you're just asking for terrible
Yeah.
things.
Well, and especially since the things you cut yourself on touch the ground and have dirt.
Well, I don't touch the ground. I wear gloves.
No, but like when you end up getting cut,
Yeah.
like during shop week, like that stuff has
Oh.
touched dirt. That's where tetanus
Oh.
comes from, is the ground.
Yeah, my hands are filthy during shop week. Like there's cuts.
Jason Gerald,
I
you
know.
are lucky that your jaw hasn't locked up and everything else that tetanus
Yeah,
does.
I'm good though. I'm good. So physical came back fine. I was down 30 pounds since my last physical.
Oh wow.
My cholesterol was way down.
Now I end up hearing like it's still a little high, but it's way down.
Yep.
Comparatively.
He did the calculation. I have a 2.1% chance for my age to have a stroke or heart attack. That's pretty freaking low.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
So-
I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, but that feels pretty low.
Well, it's based on your age and what your numbers are.
Yeah.
When's the last time you got a physical, Michael Vandry?
It's been a couple years.
You should get one. My neighbor across the street, he got diagnosed with colon cancer.
Ooh.
He did have a CT, and it's just in his colon. He had surgery November 9th, but he only caught that because he had a colonoscopy because he turned 50.
Oh, colonoscopies.
They're not bad. The prep is terrible.
It's a prep that I'm.
Well,
not
I was
looking
already
for.
shitting my brains out when I had it, so it wasn't a big deal. It
yeah.
was just more frequent.
Man, you know how well in our house we have one bathroom.
Oh,
They're gonna hate me.
yeah, it's a rough like 24 hours.
Oh, that's gonna be bad. So, Jason, in 7 days, people are gonna vote. I didn't even make sure we're done with stories of the week, but anyways,
yeah, I'm done.
In 7 days, people are gonna vote, and actually, a day after this releases, people are gonna vote. I want to talk about mental health and voting and all of the election crap that we see. How is it affecting your mental health? All of the ads, all of the discussions, all of the Facebook crap.
So this year, I've actually felt it hasn't been as bad. Well, different areas haven't been as bad.
Okay.
You know, a couple of years ago around the Trump times, I got signs stolen. It was like our neighborhood. It was very divisive. This year, I don't see it. I was worried of my sign, and my neighbor Dorothy, she put all the Democratic signs up. I was like, "Oh, Dorothy, you just want them to get stolen."
She has all of them.
And I have my nice sign, and I had someone comment last night. They like the sign. Just my sign basically says, you know, we believe in human rights and Black Lives Matters and blah blah blah. I don't really believe in the Black Lives Matter organization, by the way. That's a different topic.
Yep.
Because they're a little shady. I mean, the guy the leader just got busted for fraud. So
yeah, there's definitely a lot of shady.
But I have gotten more ads in my mail than I've ever had.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad. And how about text?
No text for me. Avery's getting bombarded with it.
Oh, I'm getting a ton of text. So annoying.
Not one text from me. Not a phone call. Interesting on social media, though, they curate your side. You never see not never, but I see more of the side I lean on than the other side.
See, what's so funny for me is so with Prop 3, I see the other side much more than I see my own side.
Online?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I think partly because that's just what I'll watch. Like I actually want to know what other people think.
That's interesting. So that's probably why, because I don't watch that stuff. I watch all the my side TikTok, and I never see the other side.
So you think because of social media, you actually are less stressed because you don't see the other side?
Yeah. I mean, I see a lot of signs in the yard, and it doesn't stress me out. But
yeah.
I haven't seen like a lot of fighting about it. For me,
which is so funny. I think like you are in a single track social media, and it's just put you where you don't see the fighting.
With Facebook, like it's all like gig stuff, so I see a lot of fighting in there.
Yeah,
but I honestly, it's been pretty not very stressful.
Yeah, I think for me, again with Prop 3, I've seen the most fighting amongst people. But yeah, I'd say, I mean, because there's not a like Trump or Biden or any of that. It's just the governor.
Well, the governor for the Republican is crazier than Donald Trump.
Yeah,
personally,
but
her views.
So even Whitmer though, I've actually liked her less now than before
because of the ads.
Because she's made it all about Prop 3 for her, which again, that's her thing. But like that is the one thing her and I really disagree on.
Yeah, and
I'm like, stop making that the only thing. It's making me not like you as
much.
So
what do you want her to go on?
Like the economy, the things that actually like she can change. She again. I get it. Like we're gonna vote on Prop 3.
I mean, it's on the ballot, so I mean,
yeah. But again, she's running on that for her candidate. I'm like, stop running it as you as a candidate. Start talking about what you will do as a candidate. But anyways, that's just my one thing. Other than that, it's not probably been as stressful.
Yeah, funny thinking about voting. Megan and I were talking about this. Like, I'm actually worried that the Democrats aren't going to come out and vote because they think it's going to be a landslide.
Yeah,
and it's going to F everything.
And especially for our state, I could see that happening.
Honestly, though, can you, and you don't have to answer this, do you really agree with the values that are coming out of like Dixon?
I don't agree with either side. That's always makes voting so hard for me.
Yeah, but I mean, if you had, you're gonna have to pull a trigger, right?
Oh, I am.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you'd have to tell me who to vote for, but like, it just seems crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but again, this is one of the elections though, because it's made so much. The candidate I would tend to lean more on a lot of things, because again, being moderate and one being not moderate at all on the right side, Tudor Dixon, she's very extreme. I would tend to like be. I don't know. This is the one where I'm like, I don't know.
Well, take 3 out of it.
Yeah, but again,
you're gonna vote left.
But she's voted or she's pushed her whole campaign on 3.
Yeah, but she's always been
for
women's rights.
Wow, or for other things.
Women's rights.
It's not women's rights.
It is their right.
It's not. We've already talked about this. Everyone should go back to episode blah blah blah.
Yeah, we'll put it in the show notes.
We should put it in the show notes. But again, it's and I get like she has a position, but that's all I've heard now.
Yeah,
is that stuff? And it's like, okay, like, but like, what else are you gonna do? So, anyways, I think there's stress that is happening. I've seen more stress with other people than I'm experiencing, because here's the thing really about voting. At the end of the day, it doesn't truly change the world.
No, it doesn't. Hey, before you move forward, what has Dixon been like? I don't watch any.
I don't
even know what, other than all I see is her Prop 3 stuff.
I haven't seen any of her stuff because I am not in those streams.
Yeah, I haven't either. I won't watch the debates or anything like that.
So again, I don't know, and maybe I don't vote for any. I don't know.
Don't do that. Don't be a dick.
No. Again, if no one is like, oh my goodness, I should vote for them, I'm not sure. But anyways, but again, even today when I was thinking about this, I was like, here's the thing: is that both sides sell the doomsday. Like if you vote for our opponent, the world will die. And it's like, no, like the world isn't going to end. Maybe some things I don't like will happen more.
But here's the problem. What I would love a debate or a campaign that doesn't have like asshole ads. But like, if you'd be the one that doesn't do it, you're not going to win.
That's because it's on us then as voters.
I know, but
the reason why they do that is because us voters.
Right. And now with social media, it's never going away.
Yeah.
It's always going to be that way. I look at that stuff and I'm like, it's just all it's a show.
Oh, it's a show.
100% it's a show.
They're like, this person has caused the world to collapse. Don't vote for them. Or this person will cause the world to collapse. And I've done everything. And so anyways, I found a article, a mental health, like dealing with stress of the election.
Yes.
And so I want to throw out some of the ways they said you can cope. And this is from the Health Services of Berkeley. So very moderate.
And it's not a .com, y'all. So
it's a .edu, and it's a very moderate. No, I'm just messing.
I don't know what it is.
Berkeley is extremely liberal, but
are they?
Yeah, that's a really bad joke. Like extremely. But anyway, so here's some ideas how to manage the election related stress. Avoid dwelling on things you can't control. So this is my thing. Like both sides, Prop 3, I've heard them both say the world is going to end if it passes or if it doesn't pass.
And that's not the case.
It's not. Now, will there be things we don't like for either side if it happens? Yes, but it's not the end of the world.
Of course, mind you, if it does, it's just going back to where it was like 6 months ago.
Or, well,
yeah.
Much? No, because the laws in Michigan that have been held up as they try to figure this out.
Yeah, for 1936.
Yeah, we'll ban abortion almost completely, except for in extreme cases.
Right, but I meant if it passes.
If it passes,
it goes back to where it was.
No, it actually goes quite a bit more extreme. So it makes it so that, again, it's written in a way that it can be interpreted pretty open. Like your kid can decide that they want to be not a female anymore, don't need parent permission, and can make it so that they can't have kids at a very young age. Yes.
Where's that literature?
It is. I will send it to you.
Please do.
Because it's one of those things that it's written in a way that says any person can make a choice to sterilize themselves to do that. Again, it's written in a way that is pretty open. So that's my one thing, is it doesn't just go back to where it was.
Fair.
Either way. But anyways, either way, avoid dwelling on things you can't control. Because again, there are people I know who are pro-life who are like, the world is going to end. It's like, well, no, like I don't think it'll be a good thing, but the world won't end. You can't dwell on it. You can't control it. What are the things you can control? So I think that's important. Next one they say is to do something, like not like do something about the issue, but like go out and like go for a walk, go for a run, do something. I was like, oh, that's a good one. Unplug. We should maybe all unplug.
I can't unplug.
But we should. But again, see, here's the other thing. I don't watch any news.
Well, yeah, I don't watch that anyways.
I know.
If you want general unplugging, I mean,
Yeah.
again.
But the first one is like stop watching news and debates. And I'm like, oh, yep. I think more people should stop watching news because it is not an important thing. The next thing is connect, engage with supportive friends and allies. So, Jason, you can't talk to me about Prop 3 because we are not allies on that. Be present with your feelings, or feel your feelings, right? That's therapy. Refuel. Don't forget this one. I think is kind of cheesy. Forget to take care of yourself. Take some deep breaths. Okay, yeah, blah blah blah. And drink water. Stay active. You already said that. Come on. Try not to judge your emotions or to judge others. I think that's gonna be a big one.
Yeah.
Like, because again, people are gonna feel things and they're gonna want to judge other people, and then practice positive psychology. I don't like I don't like that one.
I think the top two are avoid dwelling on things you can't control. I use that in my daily life.
Yeah.
I talked to Megan about it last night, and she hates it that I can just refresh in the morning. Like when I go to bed, I refresh. I'll be like, okay, that happened yesterday.
Yeah.
I can't change it. I can't control it. All I can do is, as long as I fix whatever it is, if I screwed up, all I can do is be like, I'm going to be better today.
Yeah.
So I try to apply that my whole life. And then I think try not to judge your emotions or to judge others. That's hard.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think the dwelling though, like, because even, like people talk about housing prices and, diesel's going to run out as well. But again, I think like people get so in this cycle, and right. And I can get in cycles too, but like, yeah, you just got to get out of it. Like, hey, I cannot control it.
Yeah.
And worrying about it now won't fix it. Then.
I always look at how far the world has come. And like, yes, there have been plagues and diseases and wars. I get that. But for the most part, I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, we're doing good.
So if diesel, do you say diesel or diesel?
I say diesel.
That's like a tomato thing.
Yeah.
But if it does run out, well, we'll have to figure something out, right?
What it really just means is people with big trucks are going to be sad.
Yeah.
And semis, I guess, which bring our food and all that. But, we'll figure that out.
Well, I mean, we always do. We've never not figured it out.
I know.
So.
Because we as humans are awesome, and we forget how awesome we are.
Yeah, of course. We're very, we can overcome.
We can overcome.
We can overcome. We can overcome.
Overcome.
We are the whitest people there are.
Yes, we are. It's so bad.
Well, if you want to connect with Mike talking about Prop 3, I will give you his number. Just go ahead and text me your message, and you guys can talk about it.
There you go.
Guys, I want to wrap this biatch up because my arm hurts, and I need to hug Mike and tell him that I love him.
Wait, though. Okay.
No,
okay.
Let's go back. This is what it's about.
No, I have to go back. Ready?
Yeah, go.
When does the Christmas season start?
The day after Christmas. Yeah, day after Thanksgiving.
Natalie contends it is today.
Please, for the love of God, so I don't have to defriend her on every social platform. Is she playing Christmas music?
Okay, so funny story about this. So last night she said, tonight is Christmas Eve. Tomorrow starts the Christmas season. And, Cam debated that. And anyways, I was bringing Cam home, and I was like, he was talking about, hey, remember when Mom said Christmas starts today? I was like, we should see if there's any Christmas music on.
Oh, yeah, there is.
100.5 starts today.
Yeah, they made this social media post about flipping the switch. It was Santa that flipped the switch.
Oh, really?
Oh,
so anyways, Natalie and 100.5 think Christmas season starts November 1st.
So real quick, I like Christmas, but I get burned out by the time it actually is Christmas. That's the problem.
Grinch is what she would call you.
No, I'm not. What about Thanksgiving? That's when we're supposed to be thankful. And then
Yeah.
after that, give me the freaking presents.
See, for her, she would say it's Christmas season. She's thankful for Christmas, and that with Thanksgiving, it is a day amongst the Christmas season. But anyways, I meant to put that up top. Anyways, so we have a debate: Christmas season, Prop 3, world. We got to figure this out together.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I got a beard hair. Maybe we'll do that as a poll. So, anyways, that's Mike's final thought. Christmas. So you're after Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Me, yes.
Thank you.
Natalie has consistently been Christmas, and now it's starting on November 1st.
What's the general rule at home though? Like you have devices that play in the house.
She plays it.
Oh no way. No. I'll shut that. I'll unplug all them damn things.
But if it was Megan, you would let her play. Yeah, she would.
Well, I'm not gonna be like we're getting divorced.
Exactly. She would do it, and you'd be annoyed.
No, we would have deep conversation. I mean, that would be one I would ride to the very end.
Megan, please start playing Christmas music.
Oh no,
just to mess with Jason, please.
But, if you could share this episode, I talked about it on the last show, like sharing it, even if you send it to your friend or your lover, that helps. The shares are super important.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is.
New segment that was added today.
Yes.
So you should sign up so you get the new segment.
Yeah, of course. It was awesome.
It was the best.
It was best. And you can join us. I don't know how to transition to this. And by the way, join us for ridding the world of Facebook fake, Insta ickies, and Twitter takes, and TikTok time suck by keeping the faith, doing your work, and living life unfiltered.
Peace. Peace.
Jeez, that was rough. That was so freaking rough. I don't know how to transition from like